Insellem lilkom it-telespettaturi ta' Xejk u tista' tgħid li l-ewwel xahar tas-sena 2016 kważi spiċċa u ninsabu dan il-programm biex inkomplu nwaslulkom aktar intervisti ma' diversi artisti lokali li jkomplu joħorġu l-materjal tagħhom anke din is-sena. Nifakarkom ukoll biex tiċċekkjaw il-Facebook page tagħna kemm tiktbu Local Angle u tagħmlu like u ovvjament aħna nżommukom aġġornati anke bl-intervisti li jkunu saru f'dik il-ġimgħa partikolari. Illum ser ikonna intervista kemm xejn differenti, ser ninaqdu wkoll ma' Federica li bħalissa qiegħda tgħix l-Ingilterra u magħha ser nistaqsuha diversi mistoqsijiet. Fil-fatt kelli ċans li għamilha intervista fuq l-internet u ser ikonna ċans li naraw din l-intervista sħiħa. U l-ewwel mistoqsija li saqsejta propju kienet kif u x'ħajrek tibda din il-karriera fuq il-mużika.
I think watching videos on YouTube, like when YouTube first started out and I saw people, like the first time people started singing their own songs on YouTube and just uploading them for others to see. And I thought I could do that too. So.
Xtaqt ukoll insaqsi lil Federica x'inhuma l-influenzi tagħha dwar bands, kantanti u stili li ssegwi wkoll hija.
I feel like they're constantly changing. So if I could tell you at the moment, biggest influences and the people I'm listening to most are people like Troye Sivan, Banks, and Jack Garrett. And then I take a lot of inspiration from Tori Kelly and Ed Sheeran, just because I've been listening to a lot of their stuff lately.
Federica bħalissa kif għennilkom diġà qiegħda tgħix l-Ingilterra u bħalissa qed segwi wkoll songwriting degree fl-Ingilterra stess u saqsejniha kif sejra hemmhekk.
I'm in my third year, so coming to an end. A bit scary because it's reality after university, so I have to see how that's going to work out. I'm enjoying it and I'm working hard. I'm making my EP launch and album part of my thesis, so merging my two projects together.
Federica saqsejnija wkoll jekk riċentement kantax fil-pubbliku u tgħidilna wkoll hekk.
The last event I sang at was I had a gig with my band at the Old Ship in Kilburn, and before that I had sung at Malta Takes London, which was great fun to see loads of Maltese people there.
F'Awwissu li għadda Federica ħarġet single ġdida bl-isem ta' Human u fil-fatt ser tgħidilna aktar fid-dettall fuq din is-single.
Yeah, so I released the single in August as a sort of introduction to what I've been up to at the moment. It was a song inspired mainly in London on the tube, just by someone like on his phone constantly, and I just looked around and noticed that everyone was on their phone and no one was actually looking up or talking to an actual person. So it's kind of just explaining humanity versus technology, and I just thought it was the perfect introduction because I haven't released anything and this will be the first one, so hopefully my EP is going to be following that, so describes it perfectly, I think.
Jiena notajt li f'din is-single Federica fil-fatt toħroġ il-karattru tagħha u fl-istess kienet tfisser ħafna li din is-single u saqsejnija x'kien ħsieb wara din is-single.
Just mainly just how in today's world, everyone's kind of lost in technology and is avoiding reality. And I've been seeing a lot of videos on YouTube and comments and people saying how everyone spends so much time on Facebook. Everyone always looks at their phone when they're out, and I felt like it was the perfect thing to write about, in a way.
U kif għaltina tajjeb ukoll Federica ser naraw dan il-music video minn għandha bl-isem ta' Human.
Bought his hair on his way back home. He's on a same train, same place, different faces. Slouched down, head sinking into comfort. Scrolling through the memories of his life. He's got a pocket full of pennies, never stopped to see how many lie on the floor with their holes in their souls, blocking out the sound of the rails. Happier to feel technology's embrace. We get so caught up in screens. Why can't we learn to be a little more human? Human. We all feel a heartbreak. We don't feel so safe. Impatient, waiting for the next train. When buffering, everything's on hold. Dead silence, listening to heartbeats. A state of mind the world will cease to know. Face-to-face communication's gone away. What's the point in seeing but we never see the sunrise? Rather see the highlights on a timeline. The clock keeps ticking once we're stuck here sitting. Oh, our memories pass by right in front of our eyes. Oh, won't you take a picture instead of just living like a human? Human. We all feel a heartbreak. We don't feel so safe. We all feel a heartbreak. We don't feel so safe. Oh, 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 oh,
Għalek segwejna l-music video minnant Federica Human u bħalissa damlu l-intervista permezz ukoll tal-internet u għana nkomplu nsaqsu aktar mis-soqsijiet u issa sar tkellimna aktar fid-dettal dwar il-music video li rajna propju issa.
Oh yes, of course. Music video is really cool. I've been a fan of Matthew Muscadrago's work for ages. We kind of knew each other growing up, and to see how his work has progressed is really cool. So to have him on board for it was like, I couldn't think of anything better. The cool thing was when I had the idea of what I wanted for the video, and I told him about it, he was as excited as I was, and he put in his input and gave it 100%, which it was exciting to see everyone work at the same level, and it makes doing things like this fun. So I think it worked out fine.
Dan il-video li jinsab f'YouTube laħaq aktar minn 6,000 view u fil-fatt saqsejnija li dan huwa sodisfazzjon kbira liha u tgħidilna hekk.
Yeah, every time sometimes like I go a couple of weeks like forgetting about the video, and I go, oh, let me check how it's doing, and every time it keeps going up, and I get a bit excited every time I see the number, which is, it's nice to see that people are still listening to it. And the big jump when it first came out, that was nice too.
Bħalissa Federica hija bbażata f'Londra u fil-fatt saqsejni għax taħseb dwar Malta jekk tibqax f'qalbek hekk kif għandha ħafna memorji kif ukoll ħbieb ġo pajjiżna stess.
Definitely. I think just because Malta as an island is always going to have loads of inspiration. Even just because it's home, because it's like where my family is, where my friends I grew up with are there. There's always going to be somewhere to go back to. And I still look back at it now, and I'd definitely be back, so.
Federica tkompli tiżviluppa wkoll fil-mużika u saqsejnija mistoqsija oħra minn żmien għal żmien jekk taħseb li trid tibqa' tfittex u titgħallem aktar fuq il-produzzjoni tal-mużika.
I think there's always so much to learn. I'm definitely just getting started with production, so I work with a friend of mine called Jose. He's from Colombia, and he teaches me a lot, so we work together whenever I get stuck on something, and he's just crazy on computers, so he knows exactly how to get certain sounds, and yeah, I get help from that, and from anyone really, even watching videos or just listening to people's music, you get loads of ideas on how to do that.
Riċentement Federica saqsiet lill-Facebook fans tagħha jekk ikun hemm xi ħadd li lest li jagħmel ir-remix tas-single tagħha Human u fil-fatt saqsejnija jekk kienx hemm min ikkuntattja u jekk kienx hemm min li ġie magħżul diġà.
I got a couple of people interested. I sent out the stems for my track. I haven't gotten any songs back yet. I'm hoping to get them by the end of the month, and then finally pick one. I have like a couple, like maybe 5 people interested at the moment, which is, it's good.
Kull artist jisu jibda b'covers, ma mhux kulħadd imma staqsejna lil Federica jekk għax għamlet xi covers partikolari.
I have. I play a couple of covers with my band when we go to gigs. I actually started off, I had a YouTube channel where I had uploaded a couple of covers starting off, and I took them down now just because they're really old and maybe probably a bit embarrassing, but I definitely started off with covers before writing songs.
Issa ser tispjegalna aktar fid-dettall anke dwar il-proġetti li għandha din is-sena, s-sena 2016 ser nistennew mingħand Federica.
So at the moment I'm working on my EP, so hoping to release it in the beginning of March. It's going to be probably a couple of tracks, maybe 4 tracks, including the new remix of Human. It's gonna be good. That's all I can say so for now.
Bla dubju l-mużika Maltija qiegħda tkompli tikber anke l-artisti lokali jkomplu jimirħu lejn pajjiżi oħra barra minn Malta. U staqsejna lil Federica l-opinjoni tagħha dwar il-mużika Maltija.
Music scene, I think, keeps growing. It keeps getting better, and new bands, new artists keep emerging, and I keep getting more impressed every time. And it's cool to see the interest is growing as well, so that listeners are kind of taking part in the music too. It's not just the musicians now, so we have people listening in and supporting others, which is nice.
Illum il-ġurnata social media saret importanti ħafna għall-artist lokali biex ikompli jagħti promozzjoni lilu nfusu law kollha li għandhom band partikolari. Saqsejna li Federica fost oħrajn x'taħseb dwar is-social media u kif qiegħda tibbenefika minnha.
I think it makes life easier. I think because of social media, I'm able to promote myself independently, and I don't need to rely on having a massive label behind me or having a massive amount of money. I can literally just go on my computer. I have a new song and put it up for anyone to see. So there's no whole process you have to go through. Everything is manageable by yourself, and I can record in my bedroom and put it up for everyone to see, it's faster and maybe a bit more scary, but it's easier like that.
Għadda kemm segwejna intervista interessanti ħafna ma' Federica li bħalissa tinsab l-Ingilterra tkompli tistudja hemmhekk u fl-istess kien stajna naraw ukoll il-music video li ħarġet istess u stenna naraw ukoll waqt din l-intervista fuq l-Local Angle. Fil-tieni parti ta' dan il-programm se naraw aktar dwar il-mużika lokali, se nitkellmu wkoll dwar tliet music videos li ħarġu reċentement u nagħlqu ovvjament dan il-programm tal-lum. Ibqgħu hemmhekk.